The Second Anglo-Maratha War was the second conflict between the British East India Company and the Maratha Empire in India. Background: the English had supported the fugitive Peshwa Raghunath in the First Anglo-Maratha War, continued with his fugitive son, Baji Rao II. Though not as martial in his courage as his father, the son was a past master in deceit and intrigue. Coupled with his cruel streak, Baji Rao II soon invoked the enmity of Malhar Rao Holkar when he had one of his relatives killed. In October 1802, Peshwa Baji Rao II was defeated by Yashwant Holkar, ruler of Indore, at the Battle of Poona. He fled to British protection, and in December the same year concluded the Treaty of Bassein with the British East India Company, ceding territory for the maintenance of a subsidiary force and agreeing to treaty with no other power. The treaty would become the death knell of the Maratha Confederacy. The Marathas were the only major power left outside British control. With the fall of Mysore as a serious threat to British expansion in the south, Major General Arthur Wellesley turned attention towards the Marathas. The Maratha Empire at that time consisted of a confederacy of 5 major chiefs: the Peshwa at Poona, Gaikwad of Baroda, Scindia of Gwalior, Holkar of Indore, and Bansal of Nagpur. The Maratha chiefs were engaged in internal quarrels among themselves. Wellesley had repeatedly offered a subsidiary treaty to the Peshwa and Scindia, but Nana Fadnavis refused strongly. However, in 1802 when Holkar defeated the combined armies of Peshwa and Scindia, Peshwa Baji Rao II signed the subsidiary treaty at Bassein in 1802. War. This act on the part of the Peshwa, their nominal overlord, horrified and disgusted the Maratha chieftains. In particular, the Scindia rulers of Gwalior and the Bansal rulers of Nagpur and Berar contested the agreement. In September 1803, Scindia forces lost to Lord Gerard Lake at Delhi and to Lord Arthur Wellesley at Assaye. British artillery pounded ancient ruins used by Scindia forces as forward operating bases, eroding their control. A few months later in November, Lake defeated another Scindia force at Laswari, followed by Wellesley's victory over Bansal forces at Argin on November 29, 1803. The Holkar rulers of Indore belatedly joined the fray and compelled the British to make peace. Wellesley, who went on to defeat Napoleon at Waterloo, would later remark that Assaye was tougher than Waterloo. Conclusion: on December 17, 1803, Raghuji II Bansal of Nagpur signed the Treaty of Diogain in Odisha with the British after the Battle of Argin and gave up the province of Cuttack. On December 30, 1803, the Daulat Scindia signed the Treaty of Sajianjangan with the British after the Battle of Assaye and Battle of Laswari and ceded to the British Rohtak, Gurgaon, Ganges Yuma Doab, the Delhi Agra region, parts of Bundelkhand, Broach, some districts of Gujarat, Fort of Ahmadnagar. Yashwant Holkar, however, began hostilities with the British by securing the alliance of the Raja of Bharatpur. By the Treaty of Raghat on December 24, 1805, Holkar got back most of his territories. The Holkar Maharajas retained control and overlordship over much of Rajasthan. Media: Henty, G.A. At the Point of the Bayonet, A Tale of the Maratha War. London. Historical fiction describing the war. See also, Maratha Confederacy, First Anglo-Maratha War, Third Anglo-Maratha War, List of Maratha dynasties and states, Fort of Ahmednagar and Petar of Ahmednagar, Alexander Adams. Notes. References: Shaurajan, R.S. History of the Marathas. New Delhi, Atlantic Publishers and Distributors. ISBN 978-81-269-0394-8. McFarlane, Charles. A History of British India, From the Earliest English Intercourse to the Present Time. London, George Routledge and Company. OCLC 4025827. Cooper, Randolph G.S. The Anglo-Maratha Campaigns and the Contest for India, The Struggle for Control of the South Asian Military Economy. Cambridge, UK, Cambridge University Press. ISBN 0-521-82444-3. Retrieved September 22, 2011. External links